What's going on, guys? Mecha Ish here, and from Jada Toys Metals Diecast Collection, I have the entire Ghostbusters set here. Oh, this is gonna be another epic video, guys. Let's do it.
Level 138 in progress. Prepare for launch in 3, 2.
Step out of your world and step into mine.
Welcome back to another Jada Toys Metals Diecast figure review, and I have a big one, and I mean big. We got the entire Ghostbusters collection in Metals Diecast form here. We got Egon Spengler, Ray Stantz, Peter Venkman, Winston Zeddemore, the 6-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and a special 2-pack of the Slime Peter Venkman, and of course your boy SLIMER. So excited to have picked these up. The Jada Toys line is growing. They're getting so many new licenses. It is an exciting time to be a fan of these Metals diecast. Now let's talk about these boxes here. Now, although they all come in different sizes, with Marshmallow Man and the 2-pack being much bigger, this is your standard Metals diecast anvil shape window box packaging. Now I'm going to take Winston here because a lot easier to handle. These are heavy die-cast metal figures. You want to be very careful. They are not really meant for play. They're meant for display, and they're giving you the idea in the shape of the box and by the warnings here, caution heavy. And if you look at Marshmallow Man, you can see heavy die-cast metal as well as on the 2-pack. Just to kind of reiterate, be very careful on how you display them, because you can put them on the shelf, and if it takes a shelf dive, if your foot is in the way, let's just say ouch, okay? So just be very careful. I don't want to get that out the way. But they all have this great silver foil Metals diecast on the top left. They all have their numbers and letters here. You can see M73. Now Peter Venkman is M70, all the way to Winston is M73. Now as you go up to the Marshmallow Man, he is M78 and M79. So that means we're missing M74 to 77, which is most likely either a variant of each individual original Ghostbuster, or they're gonna make die-cast figures of the female Ghostbusters in the brand new movie. So that'll be very cool. But as of right now, this is the entire wave that has come out. The rest of the box, you have a great window view of the character inside. Nice artwork on the front. You have the Ghostbusters logo, and then you have the last name of the Ghostbusters. Of course, here it doesn't say Marshmallow Man because that name is so long. It says Stay Puft, and then you have the 2-pack names right there. On the side, you just have more of that nice artwork. And then on the back of the box, you have the entire lineup that I have right here for you guys. So let's take all of these guys outside of their packaging, and let's see what they're all about. All right, I got all 4 of the original Ghostbusters out of the box, and this is so cool. I'm so happy to have these guys. But for those of you that don't know, the Metals diecast line by Jada Toys are pretty much 4-inch awesome collectible figures in that stylized form, as you can see by looking at these 4, with a gigantic head, the big upper torso, long arms, and the tiny legs. But other than the different head sculpts, the body mold and the sculpted detail on the body and the color schemes, of course, are exactly the same for all 4 Ghostbusters. So we're going to take a quick look at the body mold and the sculpted detail of the body here, because again, they all share the same body type. We have great sculpted detail here. See the collar and this awesome looking suit that the Ghostbusters are known for, and you can see the name tag. That is the difference between these guys. He says Venkman, Egon says Spengler, Winston has Zeddemore, and Ray has Stantz. So their last names are nicely painted across that label. Take a look at this. We do have minimal articulation at the waist, which is common for the Metals diecast, but the belt that is sculpted in there is kind of limiting the rest of the range of motion, but it's not too bad. So all right, no arm movement. Now most of the figure is diecast except for the hand and the feet. You can see it's very flexible. Everything else, it seems, and this Proton Pack as well is also very squishy. As you can see, I'm moving it. Now this does not come off. The gun does not come off to shoot those awesome rays, but just take a look at that Proton Pack. Wow. Excellent detail. You have the nice red paint applications. You got some silver going on there. I got a little smudge on mine of red, but that's very minor. But awesome sculpt. You know, for these 4-inch figures, they put a lot of love and detail into the sculpts, and I'm just a big fan of these Jada Toys collectibles. Now take a look at that Ghostbusters logo there. How nicely centered it is, right on the right shoulder. Beautifully done. Crispy clean. Nice elbow pads, and just awesomely sculpted detail. They could have probably added a little more paint, like right here. It looks like that maybe a little silver paint application of gray for that buckle, but not too bad. Now let's take a closer look at the head sculpts here, starting with Peter. Now I love the receding hairline You know, Bill Murray was already going bald back in the Ghostbusters days, right? But you can see the receding hairline right here and how awesomely sculpted that is, and great separation with the brown paint applications of his hair and then the beautifully done flesh tone paint of his skin. Awesome job. And I love how his personality just comes right across that head sculpt. You got one eyebrow that is raised and he kind of has that lost look, like whatever you say, Egon, right? And then you have those beautifully painted blue eyes, nicely done within the sculpt. I love the lips. Everything looks great. And then his side profile, look at that. You got the nose, the lips, the chin jutting out there, and awesomely sculpted ears. And just look how nice and clean the paint applications are. Awesome job on Peter Venkman. Now we take a look at the super genius of the bunch. We got Egon Spengler, as you can see, Spengler right on his label right there on his chest. So very cool looking Egon. I think he looks very accurate, but just awesome hair. I mean, this hair is still in style. I rock that hair occasionally. You can see nicely sculpted hair, the sculpted lines going down, and he got the little swoop up front. Egon was ahead of his time, I'm telling you. And then you can see his glasses. Now, I think they could have did a better job with the glasses because it does look nice on the side, but the paint is not as full. I mean, it is a thin circular ring around the eyes, no lens. But I think the paint apps could have been a little bit cleaner, but it's not too bad, especially when you have them displayed on the shelf about that far away. You know, it's not that noticeable. Now, looking at his eyes, he has those nice brown, it looks like almond-shaped eyes, and then of course you have the evenly centered light reflecting off of those eyes. So awesome job. I really love the long nose of Egon here, and just, you know, they all have different side profiles, different looks. Really great representation of the character. Now we get to Winston Zeddemore, who I absolutely love. I love the actor Ernie Hudson that played Winston Zeddemore. It doesn't really look like Ernie Hudson, but it's a great look, you know, of Zeddemore. As you can see, that long name, they were able to fit right on that label on his chest. But he has that nice, sweet mustache. And then he also has those dark brown eyes, nicely done eyebrows, and then he has his nice hair. You can see how nicely separated the hair sculpt with the paint applications are from his dark tone of his skin color. So awesome job there. Now let's take a look at Ray Stantz. As you can see, he has Stantz right across his chest and a great looking head sculpt here. You can see he's rocking the goggles. He has one lens that is elongated, as you can see by the silver paint applications over that long one, and the other one there's no paint applications, just in a nicely sculpted black plastic. And it is plastic, guys. This is also a softer material. All the green, even the straps, which I forgot to mention, holding the Proton Pack. As you can see here, the green goes all the way around. So this is a softer plastic. It is not in the die-cast metal, just so you guys know. But I love the head sculpt of Ray here. You have those eyebrows, which are nicely painted. He also has those dark brown eyes. He got his chunky cheeks. And then he has that nice swooping nose with the chin. Beautifully sculpted ears. And just check out his hair. You can see how his goggles are squishing his hair back. And he has those nicely sculpted lines going down. So great job there. Great separation of the paint applications of the hair and the nice flesh tone paint. So this is an awesome looking figure. I am so happy to have these 4 Ghostbusters. Let's see what else we got. Now we got the 2-pack with a slime Peter Venkman. But to show you guys real quick, it's the exact same sculpt with just added slime, because this one comes packed in with SLIMER. And of course, if you're in a room with SLIMER, you're gonna get slimed. But this is a very cool variant. I love it. Let's take a look at the slime paint applications. Take a look at that. Yuck. You see how nicely done it is, splattered across his hair, messing up that beautiful curl of his. And you see dripping down his face. Great job with the paint applications. You know, when you have variants like this, you can get sloppy all you want. So this is very cool. You can see it goes right on the strap. Even on his Proton Pack. His Proton Pack wasn't even safe. I just love this variant. This is so cool. Let's talk about SLIMER. Pretty much the mascot of the Ghostbusters, who I love. Big fan of SLIMERs growing up. I love this guy. Look at him. I think they did a great job in the Metals diecast. And I wanted to show you guys something besides this awesomely cool head sculpt, a body sculpt. It's all one. He doesn't really have a head, right? Check this out, guys. You know, there's no waist articulation because SLIMER has no waist. But he does have arm articulation, so we can rotate his arms 360 degrees, which is kind of unheard of as far as I've been collecting these Metals diecast, right? Usually it's just waist articulation or no articulation, and here we have some arm rotation, which is fantastic. Now most of this figure, you can see he comes with a stand that is all in that metal. Now his forearms are actually a softer plastic. You can see how I can bend it and it's very flexible. Now take a look at that face. Look at the sculpted detail of the wrinkles going all throughout his forehead. all the way to his back with his little tail. This is so cool. I'm just happy they allowed it so we don't have to just plop him on the ground, and they gave him a stand-aid. You can see how the slime is sculpted all the way down and rippling outward. Very cool. Such an awesome character. And take a look at how well done they did the gums and the teeth. That is clean. Slimer, when do you brush your teeth, boy? That looks great. Look at his tongue. You got the nice red tongue. Now take a look at those beautifully done eyes. The great paint applications with the red eyes nicely centered. You can see the white of the light reflecting off. And he has those deep black pupils nicely centered right there. Pinpoint in the middle. Awesome. And then you have the white surrounding it. A little bit of the white is going onto his nose. But it is Slimer, so he could look a little bit messy. But it's not too bad. And I have a little smudge on that big nose of his. But it is also very minor. Nice detail on his lips. Just an awesome looking Slimer. Check this out. Talk about ripples down here. You got ripples on his belly. This is just a great looking Metals diecast figure. I love this 2-pack, guys. Let's see what else we got. And now we get to the one I was most excited for. If you guys have been following my channel, you know I did a review of the most recent release of the 6-inch Marshmallow Man, celebrating the new Ghostbusters movie. And I got another 6-inch Marshmallow Man here, but in the forms of Metals diecast, and I love it. You guys know I'm a big fan of this Jada Toys line, and I got me a Marshmallow Man. So let's talk about it before I explode here. Now, take a look at this. We got the Marshmallow Man, and you can see how big he is. Of course, he's 6 inches. Like I said, the other dudes are all at the 4-inch mark. But he looks awesome, and I'm just going to show you something that actually almost made my head explode when I found out. We got head articulation on a Jada Toys Metals diecast figure. And not just that, guys. Again, like Slimer, this dude has no waist, right? He just has a belly and then legs. But check this out. He has arm movement as well. Now, it doesn't go the full 360 degrees. I think that's mostly because we got this little bib of his blocking the way. But we do have a little bit of rotation there. But wait, there's more. We have right here articulation at the hand. Now, you can actually rotate the hand a full 360 degrees. That is awesome, dudes. Now, is this really a Jada Toys Metals diecast figure? Because there is a lot of articulation on this guy, right? This is awesome. I am so excited to have this because just looking at him straight on and the way he was in the promotional images and in the box, you know, you have... Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is huge, right? He's not really 6 inches in comparison to the 4-inch, you know, Ghostbusters. He should be a lot bigger. But, you know, when looking at him, he is still in that stylized form where he has the big head and the big body, but it actually looks proportionate because the Marshmallow Man is just a big, you know, blob of cuteness. But his arms, in the form of the stylized Jada Toys look, the arms are longer than the legs, and that goes with all of the Jada Toys Metals diecast figures. They have the big head, big upper torso, long arms, longer than their legs. So it looked a little off just looking at Marshmallow Man straight on. So I'm so happy that at least we can raise the arms like this, rotate the hands, and he can give me a big hug. Now, taking a look at the rest of Marshmallow Man, besides the awesome articulation for a Metals diecast figure, we have, now his head is not in the 100% metal form here. You can see it's squishy. I can press on it. I'm not going to press too hard because I don't want to mess it up. And his also his little tassel, his hat. So the whole head sculpt is nice and squishy, as is his hands. His feet, in this instance, is metal, and his bib is a folded plastic there, nice softer material. And then he has that nice tie that is beautifully sculpted right on that big belly of his, and look how well done the paint applications are. But let's take a look at that head sculpt. Of course, you got your iconic look for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You have that beautifully done black paint application right there on the mouth, nice and clean, and his nice pink tongue. I love the eyes. This is just an iconic look. I really love this look for the Marshmallow Man. I think that's going to be my new icon, just right there. Just the head of Marshmallow Man. And you can see Stay Puft. That is nice, nicely lettered and clean right there. And you got his tassel with the blue and then the red tassel leaning over. You got his bib, which is nicely done. Now, this line is sculpted in there. And they did a pretty decent job with the paint application of the white surrounding that nice blue of his bib. And then the rest of this dude is just all white, as you guys know. But again, I'm so excited about the articulation. Another 6-inch, super cute Marshmallow Man. What else can I say? So there you have it, guys. My video review of the Jada Toys Metals Diecast Ghostbusters collection. We got the 4 original Ghostbusters. We have a Slime Peter, Slimer, and a 6-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So excited to have these guys in my collection. Big fan of the Metals diecast, as you already know. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you did. Check out my channel for other reviews I have done. And I have so many cool things coming your way. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what to do. Peace.